You're watching live weigh-in coverage of the Farmers Insurance Elite at St. Lawrence River.
No. This is the final semi-final Saturday of the season. Are you ready? Let's get ready to wham! And we'll start it off right. Ladies and gentlemen, a four-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Get loud for Cory JOHNSTON. If you watch Bass Live, he had a big day today. Had 45 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today. Needs 2 pounds, 6 ounces to take the lead. 23 pounds and an ounce. 23-1. And with 68 pounds, 10 ounces, Cory JOHNSTON is your brand new leader. Rolled out today in the power pole, wrapped a Ranger Mercury, and comes back with a load, 23 pounds and an ounce, giving him 68.10. Gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, a 5-pounder right there, so you take that over for the day. But Cory, I mean, we got a lot of anglers yet to weigh in, but you know you're gonna be 5 fish away from this title, a title you've dreamed of your whole life, and only 5 fish away from it on a body of water that you've literally caught thousands of them.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back out there tomorrow. I left a few out there, and, you know, I probably could have called a few more times, but I'm trying to play the game and trying to save as many fish as I can. So, you know, I should have 3 good ones saved for tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to have to go fishing. So I'm excited to get out there and see what happens.
If you were to pull this off, I mean, this would be our 3rd Canadian champion. We have no Canadians ever won an Elite Series event. Since they closed the border, which they had never closed the border previous to now, we've had 2 champions. Would be our 3rd if you pull this off. Do we have to be worried that there will be a breach at the border?
That's possible.
We'll find out about it. Let's hear it for Cory JOHNSTON, ladies and gentlemen, your tournament leader, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Greenwood, South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. 42 pounds and 6 ounces. 5 fish here today. 18 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 2nd place with 60 pounds and 9 ounces. Want to remind everybody, stick around till the end of our weigh-in. We'll bring out our top 10. Let you know who is battling it out on Championship Sunday. 60 pounds and 9 ounces. And Brandon, this is a pretty good derby for you.
Yeah, anytime you can average 20 pounds of smallmouth, it was pretty fun. Don't know if that'll be enough to go again, but regardless if it wasn't, I had a great time. I found 2 or 3 good plays. Honestly, today I kind of felt like I was running out of fish. I fished everywhere and caught 18 pounds and then couldn't add up anymore throughout the day. So I don't know if there's any left if I did squeak in, but I don't know. There's some big bags coming, so I don't know if it will be.
Wish you luck. We'll find out at the end of the weigh-in, and congratulations on a great tournament.
Thank you. I want to thank all my sponsors, friends, family, everybody supported me all year. Regardless of what happens today, this has been one of the best seasons I've had yet. I'm hoping to secure top 10 in points, and I'm happy with everything that's gone down so far.
Well, we hope you're not done. We hope you stick around. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Let's bring out the 2020 Elite Series Angler of the Year from Texas. Get loud for Clark Wendlandt. Clark Wendlandt had 44 pounds, 15 ounces, 5 fish here today on a body of water that he kicked off his career on. 20 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 2nd place with 65 pounds and 9 ounces for the 4-time Angler of the Year. $65 pounds and 9 ounces, and you know, 65 pounds for 3 days of bass fishing. I would assume you're going fishing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I think I'm going to go fishing tomorrow. I'm a little disappointed because I really had a chance to have a little better day, but you know that's one of those things that's just going to happen. Those fish fight so hard, and I mean you can't. I mean you just like almost want to eat a snack while you're fighting them. I mean it's like, I mean he's just down there just digging and digging, and you're just hoping they don't jump. And this last fish I had was about a 5-pounder, and it comes out and jumps the first time, and I survived it. And then I got him to the side of the boat, and he decides to shoot up one more time and did kind of a little skitter walk and waved at me, and he took off. And so, you know, I mean, it's going to happen. Everybody loses fish. Everybody's talking about losing fish, but to win, you got to get those key ones in the boat, and I didn't get that particular one in. But I look forward to tomorrow.
Another shot at them tomorrow, and hopefully a few less throw you the fin. All the way from Japan, get loud for Taku ITO. 40 pounds, 13 ounces. 5 fish here today. Love to get him in the top 10. 5 fish for 23 pounds, 3 ounces. 23-3, and with 64 pounds even, Taku ITO moves into 3rd place currently. A couple of big brown beasts from beneath. Taku ITO says smallmouth love him and proves it once again here this week. Made every single top 10 in the Northern Swing last year. 23 pounds, 3 ounces. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 5 pounds. That one, 6 pounds even. 6 pounds, you're leading Phoenix Boats of Big Bass for the day, and that is your biggest smallmouth bass ever. Did we not say a 6-pounder on stage yesterday?
Yeah. I said yesterday I want to get a 6 pound. I get 6 pounds today. Wow, unbelievable. So this is today is a very good day. No wind, so no current, little bit tough. Tough is good for me. So Japanese finesse technique is very easy. So today is a tack day, tack strong day. Tack time.
Taco time.
Yeah, taco time. Today is a super taco time.
Who needs Taco Tuesday? It is taco time right now. Takumi, you said on live you were using top secret Japanese techniques. Will you share the secret with me and my friends?
So super secret. Super secret. So today is a calm, so I could talk to smallmouth. Hey.
You talk to the smallmouth.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want, smallmouth? Oh, I want to eat the Japanese food, smallmouth say. I try the Japanese food. Boom, it's a bite. Only one bite, tied on, one bite, tied on, every cast bite. Because smallmouth says, I want to eat small Japanese food.
What did smallmouth tell you about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a little bit, wind is strong. Maybe I cannot talk smallmouth. Calm day only.
Okay. We'll quickly run down to the river and get a word in with them before the wind picks up. Let's hear it for Takumi ITO. Let's bring up your reigning Rookie of the Year from Minnesota, the sleepy assassin, Austin FELIX. 41 pounds, 8 ounces. 5 fish here today. 19 pounds, 12 ounces with 61 pounds, 4 ounces. Austin FELIX is inside your top 10 in 4th place currently. I don't know if you could hear backstage, but Takumi claims that he can talk to smallmouth and they answer him. Do you believe that?
With 23 pounds, kind of.
Did you talk to the smallmouth at all today?
No, I was talking to him, and he said, I'm like, you need to ask your fish how much they weigh, because his bass track said 19 pounds, and I took one glance in there. I was like, you were out of your mind, kid. But it was a good day. Listen, I've probably had a total of about 11 and a half hours of actual fishing time this week, running that Phoenix 220, 230 miles round trip every single day. So it really says something about this fishery that I can do that in 3.5 hours every day and still put close to 20 on the scale every day. Hopefully it's enough. I'm probably going to be sweating here. There's a lot of big bags, a lot of good anglers out here, but I'd love to fish another top 10 and finish out this season the right way, but we'll see what happens.
Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully make back-to-back 10 cuts here. Made it last week. A former Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama. Get loud for Justin Atkins. Justin Atkins put on a show all day long on Bass Live. Had 44 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. Needs 24-7 to take the lead. 5 all alive. 23 pounds, 10 ounces. 23-10. He moves into second place, just 13 ounces short of the overall lead being held by Cory JOHNSTON. $67 pounds, 14 ounces, and watching you today, man, I don't know if it's as much fun when you're competing in a tournament because it's probably a little nerve-wracking, but, man, it is absolutely awesome what you're doing out there.
Yeah, you know, what you said is, you know, competing in a tournament, don't know if it's much fun. I've had a really tough year this year, man, and God's good because he showed me that I've lost the fun in this. Like, I was making it too hard. I was making it too much pressure. You're trying to make a living. And this week, I just wanted to get back to enjoying fishing. I just wanted to go back to fishing and just enjoy it. It's why I wanted to do it my whole entire life. And so I practiced and enjoyed it, and I'm having a freaking blast out there, dude. It's so much fun. I'm just trying to let my instincts tell me what to do. I made a last-minute move today before I had to come in and caught another 5-pounder. Like, things are just going my way right now, and it feels really good after having a tough year. So I just want to give a shout-out real quick. Today is my niece's birthday. Her name's Taylor Grace Walker. She is 9 years old today. So super proud of her. She's awesome, and I just want to tell her happy birthday. We're going to get back out there one more day and see if we can't seal this thing up.
Awesome to see this happening for you. Keep it rolling. Our next angler from Alabama, one of our Elite Series rookies. Get loud for Josh STRACNER. Battling it out in our Rookie of the Year race here today. 5 fish for Josh STRACNER here today. 17 pounds, 13 ounces. With 56 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. 3 anglers with mathematical options to win Rookie of the Year. Of course, Josh STRACNER, Justin Hamner, and KJ Queen. Only 2 of them competing here, so you obviously did your job, and we got to find out how things went for Justin Hamner today. So we'll hopefully see you up here in a little while, maybe giving you a title there. But, man, you got to be happy with, regardless, how this season worked out, how this event worked out for you.
Yeah, man, my number one goal at the beginning of the year was just make the Bassmaster Classic. You know, the Rookie of the Year would just be icing on the cake, and I was really worried about just making the Classic, you know, coming into this tournament. So that made me real happy. But this rookie stuff, you know, I struggled a little bit today. I really only had about 2 or 3 little places, and I just could not get them to bite today. And I finally caught 1 or 2 good ones kind of late today, and I just run out of time. So.
We'll keep our fingers crossed it's enough, but we'll have you up here in just season. Always great to have you here. An Elite Series champion from Benton, Arkansas. Get loud for Stetson BLAYLOCK. 38 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day. Today, 5 fish here today. Looking for 12-4 currently for the cut. 15 pounds even inside the cut with 53 pounds, 14 ounces. That's the good news. The bad news is you are Bubble Boy in 10th place right now with a bunch more still away.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not going to happen this week. I had the bites today to have a pretty solid bag, but these smallmouth are unbelievable. They're a lot of fun to catch, but I say this every time. It's hard to do it in a tournament because those 5- and 6-pounders, they're just so hard to land, especially when you're using light line. But I had a good season. You know, I'm right on the bubble for the Classic. A lot of it's going to depend on how this weigh-in shakes out, whether I get in or not. But I'm a little disappointed I couldn't catch a little more today. But all in all, it's been a good year. Been very blessed. The Lord's been good to me throughout my career. I just want to say thanks to all the fans, thanks to my sponsors, and I'm ready for next year. I'm ready to go hunting first, though.
Enjoy some hunting, and hopefully it's enough to get you in the Classic. He took the title the last time we were here from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. The first Canadian ever to win an Elite Series event, Chris Johnston. 46 pounds and 5 ounces as of this morning. He's got 5 fish, looking for 22.6 to take the lead. 19 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 3rd place. 3 pounds short of the overall lead, being held by his big brother, Cory JOHNSTON. And as they have their whole career, trading blows back and forth here on this incredible fishery. $65 pounds, 11 ounces. You move into third place, and you and your brother continue to trade blows on this incredible fishery. But one of the two of you may be 5 fish away from an Elite Series title. I asked you this morning. You said you'd wait and see how things worked out today. Will you stand down and let your brother win tomorrow?
No, but I might go fish some new stuff tomorrow where I've caught them in the past. I didn't practice it. I may not catch a bass, but I'm just going to go out, and hopefully they showed up. They weren't there 5 days ago, but they're moving, and when they get out deep, I think that's when you got a chance to get that 25, 26-pound bag, for me at least. So I'm going to probably swing for the fence and go do that, let him do his thing. And I must say it's nice to be back in Waddington and have these fans here. I came close 2 years ago, and last year I won it, but it just wasn't the same without the crowd. So I'd love to have a chance to do it again here tomorrow and have some fun.
We will have a lot of fun no matter who wins tomorrow, and I sure hope it's you. His first season on the Elite Series from Manny, Louisiana, Darold GLEASON. Darold, a Bassmaster Open winner. Had 37 pounds, 4 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that. Looking for 18-15 to get in the cut currently. 17-11 just outside of the cut in 11th place with 54 pounds and 15 ounces. 54-15, and he moves into 11th place currently. A great end of the season for Darold GLEASON, a Bassmaster Open winner. Gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6 pounds. If it is, you will make Taku ITO very mad. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. 5'6", that's your biggest one ever?
Yeah, I've never smallmouth fished much. And when that thing, like, when it fell from heaven and landed onto the water and come toward me, like, me and Jesus got real close out there, dude. It was exciting. It was early in the morning when I caught that fish, and I promise you, it jumped over me, okay? It was way up there. Like, I saw
over you.
Yeah, I saw Jordan's on it, tongue out, like it was doing the It was
Free Willy.
There was a Free Willy moment as it went over. I touched the bottom of his fin and I said, "Come on back." But dude, like this is awesome, guys. Like this crowd here. Like, I've heard how you guys show out, so thank you guys so much for being here. St. Lawrence, first trip up here, dude. I'll take it. I am like the most clueless individual with smallmouth bass, and kept it real simple. I did not realize what I had got around until really today, and I could kind of see what was moseying around me, and there were killer whales all around me, and had some chances at a big bag, and had a ball. You know, fun week, fun day, and like the year that I've dreamed of for so long to be here, and I wish we could get started right now for next year.
Well, it's awesome end to the season. It's great to have you here. We can't wait to have you back here next year. I know you're going to get loud. As of yesterday, he is your brand new Elite Series Angler of the Year from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth FEIDER. 42 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day. He needs 14 pounds even to get inside our cut currently. 16 pounds, 12 ounces inside the cut with 58 pounds, 15 ounces. As he digs deep in that Abu Garcia weigh-in bag, he moves into 9th place. And I need Waddington, New York to get loud for your Angler of the Year, the amazing fighter man, Seth FEIDER. Seth, you are in 9th place right now, so you are either going to qualify to fish tomorrow or qualify to burn down the bar tonight. Yeah. Now, I want to ask our crowd, would you rather fish tomorrow? I don't want that. Who wants to party with Seth FEIDER tonight? I know you're a man of the people. Will you give the people what they want?
Yeah, as soon as I'm done here, we'll go over there, eat dinner, and start pounding beers and start partying. Or at least celebrate anyways. Yeah, I didn't get the job done today. I ran out of fish, but it's all good. Had a great year. No complaints, really.
To win this title, I mean, yesterday, has it sunk in at all? Like, have you had a chance to, I mean, you're An Angler of the Year. I mean, it's considered by many anglers the most prestigious award to win in this whole sport.
Yeah, I don't think it's sunk in yet. It'll probably take the car ride home to catch up to me, but no, just awesome year. Just want to thank everybody that helps me out, all my sponsors. My parents flew in, my wife, they're here, Pedro. And yeah, had an awesome year. Thanks for showing up, and I'll be over, I don't know what it's called, but I'll be there tonight.
Okay, before you go, you said about catching up, and I need to know what I need to do to catch up because I'm going to be here a little longer than you by the looks of things. So by the time I get over there, how many am I going to have to chug to catch up?
Probably not that many. I got to eat dinner first and get some food in me, but we'll tear it up.
All right, I can't wait. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. What a season. From Mount Carmel, Tennessee, every day is doomsday for David Mullins. David Mullins with 42 pounds, 12 ounces, looking to solidify his third Bassmaster Classic berth here today. Needs 14.6 to get in the cut. 19 pounds, 6 ounces with 62 pounds, 2 ounces. Mullins inside our cut in 6th place, currently 62.6. Hold him high and get loud. Mullins, 62 pounds, 2 ounces in 6th place, and you might be going back to work again tomorrow, but more importantly than that, you came into this event with needing a good finish, and I believe you've done that to get yourself to the Classic.
Yeah, I stumbled enough today where I don't have to worry about this tournament, but I was so thankful that I made the Classic, and I'm telling you, that was on my mind this morning, and I knew exactly the number I needed. It was like 14 pounds today, and I tell you, I had that about noon, and then I finally started catching them, and it took some pressure off, and, you know, we had what we had.
End of the season, I mean, I know, you know, a season, sometimes it seems really long, so certain times it seems really short, but as long as the goal to make the Classic is achieved, I'm sure it's looked upon as a success.
Yeah, and this season's flew by. I mean, heck, you know, this is the first time I've been in it 7 years now, and this is the first time we've been done by, I think, July. So it's going to be a lot of off time this year, and think about the Classic, but thankful for this bag, thankful for everybody coming out. It's good to see everybody outdoors again, and thankful Waddington having us.
Thankful to have you as part of the Elite Series. A 2-time Classic qualifier, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Drew Cook. Had 38 pounds, 6 ounces to start today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 38.6 as of this morning. Needs 20 pounds, 9 ounces to get in the cut. 17.4. Moves into 13th place with 55 pounds, 10 ounces. So another good Elite Series finish for Drew Cook. So, Drew, unfortunately outside of the top 10 this week, but, man, another great finish here.
Yeah, you know, I had a great week. You know, today I had a little bit extra help, and but it was still, I mean, an awesome week. I caught most of my fish jerking the first 2 days, and today I really had to kind of slow down and throw a tube, and that's not something, those are the first bass I've ever caught on a tube for today.
In your whole life? And
I really do owe Bob Downey, because this morning we were sitting next to each other, and I said, man, what can I fish out there that's not moving and they can bite? And he gave me 2 little tubes. And I caught every one of them on 2 little tubes today. Dude, I made them all work. I was gluing them, and they were all beat up and everything, but it was a fun day. I just want to thank all my sponsors, all my friends and family back at home. You know, without them, we couldn't do this. This is my 3rd year on the Elite Series, and, you know, everybody still believes in me just like they did whenever I qualified, and for that, I thank them. And I'm looking forward to next year. You know, we made another Classic, so we don't have to work at Expo, and can't wait to see you again.
Always good to see you. 3 years and 3 Classics. Keep it rolling. A 2-time Classic qualifier from Texas, Brad Watley. Had 38 pounds and 3 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 20 pounds, 12 ounces to get in the cut. 18 pounds even. He moves into 12th place with 56 pounds, 3 ounces, 56.3 in the 2-time Classic qualifier. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a largemouth bass. They do swim here. 56 pounds, 3 ounces. Going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Largemouth. I have no idea what's leading, but we'll say this is 5 pounds, 11 ounces. You take over Phoenix Boats Big Largemouth. It pays absolutely nothing, but it's incredibly prestigious, especially in Texas.
Yeah, I guess I can't get Texas out of me. Man, I had fun this week. You know, I've had a rough year this year, and I just went out and went fishing this week. You know, I normally fish for smallmouth when I come up here, but I wanted to get a lot of bites and just have fun on the last event, and I got a lot of bites, and I really can't complain about it. But, you know, I've got to thank all of my sponsors, everybody that takes care of me throughout the year. I could not do this without them. I know everybody says that, but it's the truth. Nobody can do this without the sponsors and without friends and family, and I thank God for every single one of them. And look forward to coming back next year and starting over.
We're thankful to have you here, and we look forward to hanging out with you all year next year. A 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter SHRYOCK. 38 pounds, 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 20-11 to get inside the cut. 38 pounds and 4 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today. 17 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 15th place with 55 pounds and 8 ounces for the 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Get loud for Hunter SHRYOCK. 55.8, sitting in 15th place, and man, another trip to the St. Lawrence River and another great payday.
Yeah, absolutely. This week, guys, you have no idea how stressful this week has been for me. Being on, literally coming in 40th place in AOI, knowing I had to get a top 40 to basically solidify my a classic berth, and we're going to be going to Hartwell hopefully here next year's classic. But man, you guys showed out this week. I got to tell you, my X2 power batteries did phenomenal. Used my Berkeley Max scent all week. Abu Garcia rods and reels did phenomenal. Lost one fish today that may have made a difference, but you know what? That's going to happen here. It's been a really great season. Got to thank Bass and all the great fans for coming out. I really appreciate you guys, and be sure to come back tomorrow. We always love coming up here and love having you guys out, so thank you.
Thank you. It's great to have you on the Elite Series. He won the first time we were here. He is a 6-time Bassmaster winner, a former Bass Nation National Champion, a former Elite Series Angler of the Year from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon PALANIUK. 40 pounds and 3 ounces. He needs 18-12 to get inside the cut here today. Looking for 18 pounds, 12 ounces. 5 fish, 24 pounds, 4 ounces. 24-4, and with 64 pounds, 7 ounces, the prodigy moves into 5th place currently. Get loud for Brandon PALANIUK. $64 pounds, 7 ounces, weighs in 24.4 today. His biggest bag of the tournament, the biggest bag of the day. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6 pounds even to beat Taku ITO. 5 pounds, 10 ounces, sitting in 5th place. Brandon, on stage yesterday, you said you were going to go hammer a giant bag and get in the top 10, and just like Brandon PALANIUK does, he does what he says he's going to do, and you did exactly that.
Scary part is I had a 3.5 pounder in that bag. I mean, I don't know. I got that funny feeling today when I started catching them. I'm like, I don't know. Something could happen, like if they struggle a little bit. Of course they didn't. But I honestly believe there's a 27 to 28 pound bag in one of the places I found today, and I just need those 5 to bite. I just need those 5 right ones. But I think we're going to make another top 10. I love this place. You guys are amazing. You guys show up every time. This fishery is amazing. So thank you, guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Can't wait to have you back here. Stick around to the end of the weigh-in. His first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Georgia, Marc FRAZIER. had 38 pounds, 3 ounces. One of our Bassmaster Elite Series rookies, happy to have him here. Today, 15 pounds, 14 ounces, gives you 54 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 18th place currently to conclude his rookie season right here in Waddington, New York, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Marc FRAZIER. $54 pounds and an ounce. You're in 18th place, and man, what a great way to finish your rookie season.
Yeah, I'm real blessed. You know, it's been tough every single day. I just had to jump around and just kind of figure out what the fish are doing each day, and had one little area that I would go there and catch a good one, so it saved my day every single day. So I'm thankful for that. But outside of that, you know, you gotta catch them better every day, not worse every day, to keep up with these guys. So I don't know. I love it up here, and pretty cool. My brother won up here a couple years back, so ever since then it's just been kind of special. So been really fun season, and I'm looking forward to next year. So
we love having you on the Elite Series. Can't wait to see you back here next year. A former Bass Nation national champion, hot off a top 10 at our last event from Louisiana, Caleb Sumrall. Trying to make back-to-back 10 cuts here in the north. Looking for 18-3, 17 pounds, 11 ounces. Just 8 ounces short of the top 10. He moves into 12th place. But what a year he has had in the top 10 for Angler of the Year. And let's get a weight on that bulbous beast from beneath. Needs to be better than 6 pounds even, 6'5" for the tournament. That one 5 pounds, 12 ounces. A great fish, a great tournament, and man, an incredible season this year.
I don't even know where to start. Coming into this northern swing, I knew I think I was close in just finishing in top 10 in AOY, so that's where I wanted to go. My goal was to finish in top 10 in the AOY, and I think today's bag might have locked that up. I don't know, but to come up here and do well, it feels good, dude. I have had a long season. My wife's spent a lot of time at home without me and taking care of the kids, and the only way I'm able to fish and do well is if she holds down the fort, and there's no better person in the world to do that, and she's an awesome mom and the best wife, and she's the #1 reason I'm able to do what I do out on the water. So all the credit goes to her. I love her to death, and I'll be home very soon, baby. There's so many people that are on Team Sumrall, Express Boats, and the Clay and Rory and the Hernan family over there at Express Boats have took a chance with me, and I'm going on my 2nd boat this year, and it's been phenomenal. I mean, I tackled the St. Lawrence River this week with hour-and-a-half long runs. It did great. Man, Bruin Outdoors, Power Pole, Carhartt, everybody that just helped me be able to chase this dream and do well. This is just the start, Bubba. We're about to put in the work and get it really done.
Awesome to see it happen, dude. He is your leader since day #1, a 9-time Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. Started the day with 47 pounds, 14 ounces. Needs 20 pounds, 13 ounces to take the lead, 11 pounds, 5 ounces to get in the cut, 16 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 5th place with 64 pounds, 13 ounces. So Bernie Schultz is going to be part of our top 10 fishing on Championship Sunday. Want to remind our anglers, if you're in the top 10, make sure you're backstage at the conclusion of today's weigh-in. We'll bring out our top 10 at the very end and introduce them to this great crowd in Waddington, New York. And Bernie, a little bit of a slip today, but it doesn't matter about day 3. Everybody will remember tomorrow, and man, you're going to have a shot.
Yeah, it was a challenging day. I'm not sure what, I kind of got out of my rhythm. I stopped on a place, and I wish I hadn't. Didn't get any bites there, and then when I finally got to where I should have been, I missed the first 2, and that kind of set the pattern for a while. And then I started running around my backup area. I didn't think anybody'd find those fish, but Hunter SHRYOK's been living there, so that canceled out. I got a couple there, but not enough to really help. Anyway, I went back to where I started and finally put enough together if I make it. But you can't fall behind here. I mean, an ounce is so critical here, and you know the guys ahead of me are pretty far ahead now. So I came to win. It probably won't work out, but I would like to have another shot.
Think you're going to get a shot? We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Let's hear it for him. He is an 18-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald SWINDLE. 39 pounds, 14 ounces to start today. He needs 20 pounds, 11 ounces to get in the cut. 16 pounds, 4 ounces. Gives him 56 pounds, 2 ounces, and he moves into 17th place. $56 pounds, 2 ounces, a 17th place right now, and man, a good finish. We've spent a bunch of time here in Waddington together, man, and you've had some tough ones here, but it looks like you figured some stuff out this time around, G.
I lost the carp tournament to Dave Mercer right here on these very banks. I felt the Bassmasters Classic slip through my hands because this guy dove in the water and reeled the carp in, which I wasn't going to do. So,
anything for the Carp Master Classic.
Yeah, anything. You know, this place has been really good to me at times and really brutal at times. The way I chose to fish was super shallow, throwing that fly and fishing little bitty baits. And when I didn't get the sun today, I just couldn't get it to happen. I kind of scrambled around and caught some deep. Never really got comfortable. This place keeps you guessing. I like it, but good Lord, it's big. I mean, you take off running, you think, I'm just going to run right on down there. About 30 minutes later and 7 chapters of Eric Church playing in your earbud, you still ain't got there. And then the wind blows, and there ain't enough Advil in this whole town to get me back out there. And I get out to the gas station. I say, what's wrong, man? I said, what's wrong? Have you been out there when the wind's blowing? Thing's lumpy like my grandma's oatmeal. You just jumping that. Man, that Phoenix in practice, we in the air, over the water, back over here, running around. This place will test your equipment full force. So if you ain't got, like myself, I feel very comfortable running the Mercury and the Phoenix down through there. But these long runs, I just told Brandon PALANIUK, I said, I'm going to give that to you young pups. If y'all want to run all the way back to Arkansas, take it out, son. I'm going to fish right here around the ramp like my grandpa did, and I'll just take it on the chin. And at one time, I thought I had a puncher's chance. Well, I got backed in the corner and choked out like, oh, what's that, Conor McGregor? If he loses the next 17 fights and I live to be 100, I'll be a happy joker. How about y'all? Ain't nothing I like seeing more than him getting knocked out. Maybe that other kid from YouTube. What's his name?
Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Which one? Either of the Paul brothers.
Either of them Peter Pauls. I'd like to see them box somebody real and get that head turned inside out to forget how they talk and have to drink soup. I'm going to go back to YouTube and son, because you get in that boxing match with the wrong dude, it's not going to be fair. So, hey, guys, good to see everybody. Waddington's always great. We're headed back to South Alabama.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Gerald SWINDLE. From the G-Man to a former champion, won it right here from Georgia, Micah FRAZIER. 36 pounds, 14 ounces to start today. 5 fish here today for Micah FRAZIER. 15 pounds and an ounce gives him 51.15. You move into 23rd place, and man, it's got to be so special to come back here to Waddington.
Yeah, man, this is a special place. I love upstate New York. I was thinking on the way in today, there's some nasty dog food plant down there in Canada close to Ogdensburg, and I can remember cruising in with 25 pounds on the last day when I won and smelling that dog food, and it'll probably always bring back those memories. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, man, I love this place. I can't wait to come back, and you know, just an awesome place. Y'all take good care of it. The fish are getting more and more healthy every year, and you know, it's just somewhere we all look forward to coming back.
It's an incredible place, and even with 25 pounds, even dog food smells good, ladies and gentlemen. From New Jersey, get loud for GDP, Greg DIPALMA. 34 pounds, 13 ounces for Greg DIPALMA here today. This will be our 25th angler to weigh in. 45 anglers in the field here today. Going to whittle it down to the top 10. 14 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 25th place with 49 pounds even. Let's hear it for GDP. $49 pounds even, and anytime you're here on day 3, it's a good deal. And you did not think you were going to be here, I think, during weigh-in yesterday. I think you were ready to leave.
I was optimistic. I thought I had a chance. I saw your face, and you made the face like you're going to make it, so that was good enough for me.
I've been wrong before, though. I only make the face now because sometimes I'm like, don't worry, you got it. And trust me, if you tell an angler that and they don't make it, they'll remind you. Trust me.
Well, right now you're down 1,000 on me, so you're good. Where's my St. Lawrence family from this week? There you guys are. Thank you guys so much for everything. It means the world to me, having us, feeding us, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Waddington, you guys never disappoint. That's what I love about you guys. You guys are a great crowd, an awesome fishery. I got to thank every sponsor I have. Guys, without you, this is not possible. Thank you for letting me live my dream. Next year when I come back, Dave, I will be married. So, that's right. So I got yelled at last night, so I got to say, Kelly, get ready because I'm coming home, and it's been a little while. So what do we have now? What month are we in? I'm not talking anything bad. I'm just saying I'm coming home. Like, get ready.
A lot. Just that I'm not. I don't make them think the thoughts. They think whatever they want after you move the hole that makes the words.
All right, I got a dog too. Nala, I'm coming home. How's that better?
All right, go home and see your beautiful fiance. Our next angler, a very special friend of mine, calls him Daddy. He is a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. 33 pounds and 4 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. 17 pounds, 12 ounces. Gives him 51 pounds even. I gotta be honest, I was totally not gonna call you Daddy at the beginning of this intro, but your little daughter who gets mad at me when I don't refer to you as your name that she knows, which is clearly Daddy, she gets upset when I call you that other name that some people call you, which is Brandon Lester, and normally she's watching online, and I don't like upsetting you online, but I really don't like upsetting you when you're sitting right there. So how was your day, Daddy?
It was a great day, man. Yeah, we certainly don't want to upset her, let me tell you. I was in a very interesting spot today. You know, I was in 45th, so I had nowhere to go but up. Already made the Classic, so I literally had nothing to lose today. I've been going that way every day. I took off and went that way today. And just fished stuff that I haven't seen. You know, I figured I'd treat it as another practice day because I know we'll be back here one day, you know, and so I caught most of my fish off of stuff that I've never even seen before. Learned a little something that I think might help me on down the road here. But, you know, it's been a great week. It really has. It's great to see all your smiling faces out here again. We always enjoy coming here, and I'm sure we'll be back real soon. Thank y'all. See you next year.
Congrats on a great season. A former Bassmaster Classic champion, a Bass Fishing Hall of Fame member, get loud for Jay YELAS. Jay YELAS had 35 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 17 pounds, 6 ounces gives him 52 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 23rd place currently. Get loud for Skeeter Yamaha Pro Jay YELAS. $52.13 sitting in 23rd place. And man, Waddington and the St. Lawrence Rivers truly is a special place.
It is. I love coming here. The fishing, you know, these smallmouth are one of God's best creations fish-wise. I love catching these big smallmouth up in New York. It's so much fun, and just a lot of great folks up here in upstate New York. I love it. My dad was born in Oswego, New York, and he kind of grew up in upstate New York, so it's fun for me to come back and see the country and fish here. But this week was a great time. I caught my fish today on a Senko, on a little Ned rig, and then on a chatterbait with a Yamamoto Seiko on the back of it, and had a lot of fun. But what I'm really looking forward to, you know, this is the last tournament of the year, and the rest of the year I'm going to be putting on fishing events for special needs kids with the Cast for Kids Foundation that I run, and it's so neat to give that opportunity to children with special needs. And there's nothing like sharing the joy of fishing with kids that don't have the opportunity. So I get to do that like every weekend from now through October. So I'm about the most blessed guy here. I get to go share fishing with some awesome kids. So I'm looking forward to that. If anybody out there would like to start a new Cast for Kids event for special needs kids in your community, anywhere in the country, we have events all over the nation. Just get a hold of us at castforkids.org, and we'd love to have you help you put an event on in your town. Thank you.
Great organization. Thank you for everything you do. Let's get one of them right here in Waddington. Time to bring out the back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Maiden, North Carolina, the champ, Hank Cherry. 34 pounds, 5 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. 18 pounds, 15 ounces puts him in 23rd place with 53 pounds and 4 ounces. 53.4. And Hank, that will call an end to your Elite Series season this year. But, man, what a season it's been. Double qualified for the Classic via your Classic win and, of course, points again this year. So things have been pretty good for you.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Today was like the best, worst day of fishing ever. Like, I got to see some beautiful creatures, but they didn't want to see my live well. It was incredible. I mean, I throw in the Berkeley Stunner Jerkbait, my signature series. I hooked the biggest one I've ever seen. I was like, that's a giant. Like I said, it is. And I knew it's under the chin. You got to get them fat suckers under the chin. You get them in the mouth, they're going to jump and throw it. And I was like, I got him. And I'm playing him. I let him go. There's only one rock on this flat where I'm fishing. One rock. He goes right by the rock and the line goes. Well, that's not the worst part. It happens over and over again for like the next 10 minutes. And me and my marshal are just laughing. Like, that was the coolest thing I ever seen, but it kind of sucks. But it really, it was just really impressive. It was just one of those days I went out fishing. Just happy the Lord got me through another safe season, got us all here. Can't replace what's happened. Looking forward to the future. The future's bright. Get home, see some baseball. I want to say thank you to all my sponsors. It wouldn't be possible without them. It wouldn't be possible without Bass. I never would have known about Waddington if it wasn't for Bass. And I'm telling you, this place is truly dear to me. I love this place. If it wasn't so damn cold in the winter, I'd move up here. But when you come to a town, there's more snowmobiles than trucks. There's a problem. I can't handle that. But anyhow, y'all have been great. Military, first responders, policemen, everybody, appreciate what you do. Like I said yesterday, it's a crazy time, but the job you're doing, maintaining and keeping us all as safe as you can, we really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out. Great crowd. And you're going to have an exciting Sunday. No telling what's going to happen. Hell, there's no telling what's going to bring in. Somebody might bring in 30 pounds, but it won't be me because I'm headed home to the Cherry House.
Great season. Congratulations. From North Carolina, a 3-time Classic qualifier and a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Jake Whitaker. 34 pounds and 3 ounces to start today. Jake Whitaker can bring us 5 fish here today. 14 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 48 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 29th place. Every spot you move up that leaderboard gives you a little bit more money and a few more points. 48 pounds, 11 ounces, and unfortunately going to call an end to your Elite Series season here this year. But, man, what a way to finish it. Catching giant smallmouth here on the St. Lawrence River. A pretty good way to end things.
Yeah, definitely a great way to end things. But, man, you know, this year has been a little bit of a struggle for me. But, you know, and just like you said, to be able to end the year on a high note, make the cut, and, you know, catching these awesome smallmouth it is definitely a great start to the beginning of next year. So we're going to relax, take some time off, get a little more prepared for next year. 2022, you know, I've got some stuff I want to improve on, and, you know, we're going to do our best to do it. But first of all, I want to thank all my sponsors, ALX Rods, Rely Lithium Batteries, Power Pole Phoenix, Mercury. I was making a long run this week, and, you know, all my equipment performed flawlessly. So everybody that takes care of me, that helps me be out here is I'm so thankful for. But, you know, in good years and bad years, Dave, I'm going to give all the praise and glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be here. So awesome crowd. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll see y'all next year.
Always great to have you here. From Lake Wylie, South Carolina, 5-time Classic qualifier, Todd Otten. Todd Otten had 35 pounds and 5 ounces start today, bringing us 5 fish here today. 12-12 gives him 48 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 30th place currently with 48 pounds and an ounce. For the Ranger Mercury Pro from Lake Wylie, South Carolina. Let's hear it for Todd Otten. $48 and an ounce, and as I said to Jake, I mean, not going to make the top 10, but a great event to finish off the season here.
Yeah, it was a fun trip. I mean, anytime we go up here at this lake or river, either one, it's a great fishery, and just catch a lot of fish, and just sometimes you just don't get the bigger bites. But I got to fish the way I like to fish. I threw a 3/4 ounce hog collar spinnerbait all week, and I think I weighed every one of them but one on something else. But that's the way I like to fish. I power fish a lot, and you know, up here you're pretty much going to have to drag a tube or a drop shot. But maybe next time we'll get out on that lake and try to catch some of these bigger fish like these boys are catching. But you're fixing to see a pretty good bag come up, so y'all stick around.
Appreciate you ruining that. Have a good season. We'll see you. Go on.
Never mind.
It's nothing to see here. Get moving. From Spring Grove, Illinois, the king of the chain rats, Chris GROH. 36 pounds, 11 ounces to start the day. A big bag of fish here today. Needs 23.14 to sneak in the top 10. 24 pounds, 2 ounces, 24.2, and Chris GROH is in 10th place currently. 24 pounds, 2 ounces, giving him 60 pounds, 14 ounces. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. Chris, how good does that feel?
Unreal, man. Unreal. I love you. You guys rock. I love New York. There he is. You have no clue, Pedro. That rock is sitting in the bottom of the live well, man. I don't know if one of them ate it or not, but dude, it's still in there. It's still in there. No, Pedro's the man. I mean, he gives us lucky rocks. He gives us magical things. He burns things at home for Seth, and it worked for my roommate. And my roommate's amazing. He's taught me so much on how to do this, and I know it sucks it's ending, but it ain't ending now. I'm going out there tomorrow, and I'm catching 25. I love you guys. Chain rats!
Let's hear it for Chris GROH, ladies and gentlemen. An incredible performance with his back against the wall. One of only 2 Canadians ever to win an Elite Series event. The great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. 35 pounds, 7 ounces started today. 21 pounds, 3 ounces here today. Gives him 56 pounds, 10 ounces. Gussie, you came up a little quick. I needed a few seconds there to collect myself after GROH weighing in, but
I did too. I'm not taking my shades off. Oh man, I'm so happy for him. That's yeah, he's one of the best guys I've met doing this, so hopefully he makes it for tomorrow.
Season gonna end for you, dude. An incredible season. I mean, you won an Elite Series event back in the Bassmaster Classic. I mean, things are pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I said it at the Classic, but I'm just so proud to get to come up on the stage and get to do this. And yeah, thanks to Bass, all my sponsors. My wife Shelby's took off work for like the last 4 months and have been down on the road with me doing this. So it's a big sacrifice by her, and made life a lot easier for both of us. But yeah, I love you, buddy. Pedro, I got my lucky rock in the boat riding too. So all these don't give out any more to anyone else. Oh, and Mike, my sister's husband, Mike's here from, he's on his way to New York City. They live there and stopped here to catch the weigh-in today, so that's awesome, too.
Let's hear it for Jeff Gustafson, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lineup forming around Pedro FEIDER right now, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Texas, Yusuke MIYAZAKI. 34 pounds, 15 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish here today. 13 pounds and an ounce gives him 48 pounds even. 48 pounds even, and he moves into 33rd place. Or 48 pounds even, sitting in 33rd place. So, good way to finish the season.
Yeah, and I tried to my big fish area yesterday. Then all the fish was, I don't know, change it. More bite today, but I still enjoy to the New York, the smallmouth things, and I appreciate, all the bass stuff and my sponsor and my family, and so incredible season. So still.
Incredible season. Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you next year. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. 34 pounds, 10 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that for Derek Hudnall. 5 all alive. 16 pounds, 6 ounces gives him 51 pounds even. And he moves into 29th place currently. $51 pounds even, you move into 29th place, and whenever you can end the season catching giant brown fish, I mean, this incredible fishery with this great crowd, it's a pretty good deal.
It is. I ran out of fish. I had 2 goals today. 1 was to have fun, and 2 was to learn something. I fished completely new water today, had an absolute blast. But, this year, this is the end of the year, guys. I mean, what a place to end it at. Guys, everybody here, make sure you guys go to everybody backstage with bass, and please beg them to bring us back here next year. This is my favorite place in the world to fish. But, this year has been, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little upset. My goal every year is to make the Classic, and I just can't seem to get out of my own way every year. But, the victories are small sometimes. I get to do this for a living. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little boy. So just the opportunity to do that, I'm just so thankful for. Can't wait for next season to come out, and looking forward to get on the water. Like to say hello to my sweet Annie watching at home. And Waddington, you guys are fantastic. We love you guys and hope to see you guys next year.
It's great to have you here. A 3-time Elite Series winner from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 36 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish. Better day today. 5 fish, 21 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 15th place with 57 pounds, 11 ounces. Today is Steve Kennedy's 400th day competing on the Bassmaster Elite Series, an all-time record, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hear it for that. A record today, but man, finishing your season here in St. Lawrence River. I mean, I know you. One of the things I respect most about you is you and your family, and how much fun you guys have on the road traveling around. I know when we get places like this, it's just even a little more special for you guys.
Yeah, this is absolutely my favorite place to come tournament fish. You're able to go around and see fish just swimming around, huge smallmouth everywhere. And yeah, after the tournament, after we're out, we usually run down to Alex Bay, go to Clayton, run through that International Rift. Go eat some pizza. It's a good time. It's a cool place, really cool place. But yeah, my fishing, coming into this deal, I was 41st in the point. So I think I was bubble boy, maybe in, maybe out. I'm not sure which. But yeah, I've been stressing bad. Practice didn't go great. I was getting a few really big bites, but not enough of them. And that deal bombed on the first day. So I scrambled to catch 18 the last 2 days. And today I went out just as relaxed as I could possibly be because I felt like I was in the Classic no matter what happened. And I found a swim bait they would eat instead of just bump it. And I found, anyway, I was able to see. It was calm enough so I could throw my hair jig over and catch them if I didn't get them on the swim bait. And then, after I had 18, 19 pounds, I started idling out of a spot and looked on the graph and there they are right there. Turn around, caught a 4-pounder, and ended up catching a 4.5 off a boulder out in front of where I've been fishing. So it was a great day. I wish I could go again.
Special day, special place, and I hope it's enough to get you into the Classic. A Bassmaster Open winner from Wisconsin, Bob Downey. 35 pounds, 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Final 10 anglers in our weigh-in. 11 pounds, 13 ounces gives him 47-1. You move into 36th place, and this will call an end to your season here, but you extended it all but one day. So I mean, things pretty good. You get day 3, you know, you did your job.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here on the 3rd day and make a cut in the last tournament of the year. That's kind of nice to go out on a high note. But, yeah, it was a tough day. Not my best day on the St. Lawrence River, but I still love this place. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, there's big brown fish everywhere out there. So happy to be here. I want to just say thanks to my friends, family, sponsors back home. And one of the best things about doing this is just the people that you meet along the way. And want to say thanks to Bass, too. Just all the good friends that I've met, anglers, staff. You know, they're just super welcoming the last couple of years. Hopefully be back next year. And thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you. Great to have you here. A 2-time Classic qualifier from North Carolina, the Baby Shark, Shane LaHue. 34 pounds, 15 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today. 18 pounds and an ounce gives him 53 pounds and an ounce. And he moves into 27th place currently. We're in our final 10 anglers to weigh in here today. Want to remind our top 10, make sure you are backstage for our top 10 intros that will happen at the very end of our weigh-in. 18-1, so a decent day today. Gives you 53 pounds even, and you get paid to leave town. And what a great town it has been, and what a great way to finish the season.
Yeah, I was actually fishing right out here a lot today, and at the end of the day, I came back and fished it again. I didn't have anything going. Me and Brandon COBB share a lot of places, and, you know, he had a chance to stay in the top 10 and have a really good tournament. So I just kind of fished around here, and actually he saved my butt in this tournament, to be honest. I was really worried after the second day of practice. I hadn't done anything, and he was nice enough. He's like, hey, man, just come fish with me. Make sure you get in the Classic, get a check, and then after that, you know, I'll go figure it out on my own. So I saw all the people walking today, walking down the rocks, and I'm like, gosh, this is going to be a cool weigh-in. There's a lot of people here. I think the whole town of Waddington's here, so this is awesome. But I had a blast today. I went fish shallow. I fished my strengths and just had fun. I knew it wasn't going to do anything, but I was already in the Classic and had a check, so just picked up a 5-inch max scent general and went skipping docks. Actually caught a couple largemouth, so I had a blast this week. Thank you guys, St. Lawrence. I had a good time.
Congrats on another great season. A 2-time Elite Series winner, weighing the 3rd biggest bag in Bassmaster history. Got his century belt yesterday from Texas, the Marshall Lee Livesey. 36 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. Another good day here today. Needs 24.4 to get inside the cut. 20 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 16th place with 57 pounds, 6 ounces. And the Marshall once again delivers. What a season it has been for Lee Livesey. 2 wins in the last 12 months and the 3rd biggest bag in Bassmaster history. And Lee, man, what a tournament you have had here this week, moving to 16th place. And if it wasn't for day number 1, I mean, you might be fishing tomorrow. What changed between day 1 and day 2? Because the last 2 days you have wrecked them.
I fished the lake the last 2 days. You know, I fished scared the first day and fished around here, and I'm just not comfortable fishing around here, and didn't catch anything. And it sucks, but at the same time, I was worried about going to the lake and breaking down, not making it back, not getting my points for the Classic, and it is what it is. We had a great tournament. This place is just amazing. You know, I left them biting today. It was so much fun. You know, I scrapped everything where I caught them yesterday. They were all gone. And at 11 o'clock, I think I had like maybe a 2-pounder in there. I just threw in there and just went and looked at new water. And man, I found a wad of them. It was fun catching them. You know, caught most of them on a net bait drifter, you know, halo, 7-foot medium rod, and just fighting those fish on 6-pound test and 35, 40 foot of water was just a lot of fun this week. I can't wait. I'm actually staying here for 2 weeks, so I don't even have to wait to come back. I'm just going to be here for a while.
Enjoy yourself. It is a special place, and congrats on a special season.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming again, my Anheuser-Busch family, the whole crew, Taryn, my fiance, Mike Martin for sure, and all my sponsors top to bottom, and I ran that Ballistic Mercury to death. I almost forgot what time I was doing today. I came in 30 minutes early, freaked out, didn't get gas. It was a bad deal. My marshal's out there laughing at me somewhere. But thank y'all all for coming. I love y'all all. Thanks, New York. See y'all next year.
Congrats. He's a 6-time Bassmaster winner, a former Elite Series Angler of the Year from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. Had 36 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today. 15 pounds even, gives him 51 pounds, 13 ounces, puts you in 31st place, and unfortunately that calls an end to your Elite Series season, but the goal at the beginning of the season always to get to that classic. Mission accomplished, and I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, you know, being back at Bass this year and having that opportunity, and like coming to these last couple tournaments, I really didn't even have to catch one to make the classic, and that was a great feeling. But it's so awesome to come up here. You know, we come up here a lot, you know, this time of the year, and it's incredible. It's just I'm sitting back there listening. You call out to back 17, 18, 19, 20. It's the fishing here is incredible. But yeah, it's been a great year. Thank everybody for coming out, and see you at Hartwell.
Good to have you back here in the Elite Series. Let's hear it for Greg Hackney. From the Hack Attack to last week's winner, Elite Series champion from Maryland, the Schmidt, Brian Schmidt. 35 pounds, 10 ounces for Brian Schmidt, hot off a win last week on Lake Champlain. 5 fish here today. 21 pounds even. He moves into 19th place with 56 pounds, 10 ounces, 56.10. And Brian Schmidt, 19th place, 56.10, sitting in 19th place. Gonna weigh one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6 pounds even. £5, 12 ounces. Not going to take that one away from Takumi Ito. Takumi Ito still leads with a 6-pounder. Our Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. Phoenix Boats the Big Bass of the tournament is a 6'5" that was weighed in on day number 2 by Patrick Walters, I believe, or maybe day 1. Everything I say is officially unofficial, except for this. The weight of that is £5, 12 ounces. Not going to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. But you won a tournament last week, made a big paycheck this week. The season's over, and I'm sure you're smiling from ear to ear.
Wow, I love New York. I come up here needing to do really good in both these New York events, and I did. I got the job done that I needed to get done. You know, last week was a blessing. Got some really lucky bites, and this week I had a couple of them too. You know, today the pressure was off. Felt like I made the classic. I just went fishing in the same area, but I added on a couple places. The current slowed way down today, and I live scoped. They actually raised off the bottom. You could see them, and I caught those 2 really big ones on my live scope, making a really long cast. Caught everything this week on a Missile Baits Ned Bomb drop shotted, you know, on a Hayabusa drop shot hook and Fitzgerald Versa spinning gear. So, you know, it was a really good week. I made a long run every day, man, burned a lot of gas. My equipment held up really good, and I guess we're done for the year, and we got the classic under our belt.
Congratulations, a great season. Awesome to have you here. A 4-time classic qualifier, a Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open winner from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. 37 pounds and an ounce to start the day. 5 fish for Chad Pipkins here today. Looks like 5 good ones. 19 pounds, 4 ounces, gives him 56 pounds and 5 ounces. 56.5. 56 pounds, 5 ounces. And in 20th place, Chad Pipkins. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 5 pounds, 11 ounces. Not going to take that out, but Chad, a great tournament once again.
Yeah, it was fun. It's crazy how different every day is here. I mean, I practice mostly deep because that's what I like to do, and I ended up catching quite a few of my fish shallow. So every day is different, and today was a good day. I caught that big one with maybe an hour left and had a lot of fun. I mean, it's a place like this is so special because you can catch them different places every day. They're here, they're gone, and when they show up, it's magic. And we can't be more happy to be here every year, and especially when you have a turnout like this. So thanks for coming out, and thanks to the families that we stay with here, the Zysix that cook for us, and all of us back here. We work so hard to be up here. You can see the emotion with people up here, the guys that are, it's kind of a cutthroat industry right now, and we're happy. We're all happy to be here and happy that you guys are a part of it. And man, I can't wait to get after it again, and super pumped to make the Classic and just keep things rolling.
Awesome season. Congratulations. A Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open winner from Bella Vista, Arkansas, the River Possum, Harvey Horn. 46 pounds and 6 ounces for Harvey Horn. Or 36 pounds. I tried there. 36 pounds and 6 ounces. 4 fish today for 11 pounds. 13 ounces gives you 48 pounds and 3 ounces. Let's hear it for Team Express Yamaha Pro Harvey Horn. 48 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 39th place, and man, got to feel good to finish the season off here with a day 3 cut.
Anytime I can get out there on a Saturday and run that Yamaha Powered Express up and down the river, catch big brown fish, that just makes me get in my happy place, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait to come back in September and fish the Open. That's just how happy about it I am.
It'll be a lot of fun, and they'll be biting again. They always are. Harvey Horn, it's always great to have you here on this stage. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A 3-time Classic qualifier from Palatka, Florida, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. 33 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 19 pounds even gives him 52 pounds, 13 ounces. And Cliff Prince moves into 31st place. And another good payday on the Bassmaster Elite Series for the 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. $52, $13, and 31st place, and another good money payday here on the Elite Series.
Yes, sir. I enjoyed it. Man, I tell you what, I wish we had those brown ones down in Florida. That's the only thing we're missing down there. I think if we could get some of those down there and they grew as big as those largemouth, you'd never land one. But, hey, I enjoyed this week, and I want to thank some of my sponsors. I want to thank Gravely. I caught all my fish today and all week on a Bass Assassin Little Tapper and Green Pumpkin. You guys check them out. I appreciate y'all coming out. See y'all next year.
Always great to have you here. A 4-time Elite Series bridesmaid from Mississippi. Finally, the Brock has come back to Waddington, New York. Brock Mosley. 35 pounds, 13 ounces for Brock Mosley. 5 fish here today. $35.13 as of this morning, 17 pounds, 4 ounces to add to that, puts him in 30th place with 53 pounds and an ounce. Another great season by Brock Mosley here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. $53 pounds and an ounce in 30th place, and I'm going to call an end to the season here.
Yeah, it's been a good year. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I always love coming up here to finish the year. This place is so fun to fish. It's full of fish, whether it's smallmouth or largemouth, and it's not too hot and it's real enjoyable. But it's been a good year. I couldn't do it without all the you know, the support and the sponsors I have, Dakota Lithium. If you guys are looking for some new batteries, check them out. Hook Gear, Yamamoto Baits, Arc Rods, Bait Mate, Vector Hooks, Power Pole, Mercury, Phoenix. It's just, we wouldn't be able to do it without the companies, you know, that support us. So now I got a 24-hour drive home so I can get on the airplane to go support them at ICAST next week.
Well, it's always great to have you here. Have a safe travels, and we love having you here. We have our Rookie of the Year race on the line, ladies and gentlemen. We have weighed the majority of our field, but there's one rookie left to weigh. From Alabama, Justin Hamner. Had 35 pounds, 14 ounces. Trying to take out Josh STRACNER for that title. 4 fish here today, 7 pounds, 13 ounces. With 43 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 45th place, ladies and gentlemen. And do not let that fish be a representative of the incredible rookie season you had. I mean, you got to be pretty happy with the way this year worked out.
I am. I mean, my ultimate goal was to make the Classic, and I think we got that done this week. So, man, today sucked, though. I mean, it started out really good, and then I got out of bed. So
that's where it all went down.
All downhill from there. I don't know. It didn't matter what I did today. It was wrong, I can tell you. But one of those days, you just got to suck it up, and it's going to be a long 6 months to get mad at them, though.
We're going to get another shot at them next year, and we loved having you on the Elite Series.
I appreciate it, and I got to thank everybody that made this year happen. I mean, all my sponsors, Halo Rods, and the whole American Bait Works Company, Buck and Bass, but, I mean, really my family, that's just – just to be on this stage means a lot, so I really appreciate it.
We love having you here, and I think you'll be here for years to come. A great rookie season, but every single year there is one rookie that finishes ahead of the rest. Let's bring him out right now. Your Rookie of the Year from Alabama, Josh STRACNER. To do the handoff from Bass, Bruce Aiken.
I would say either way, we say roll tide, right? Yeah, Alabama guy was getting this either way, 1 and 2. So congratulations, Josh. Great year, a great Rookie of the Year battle by all these guys. Really fun to watch.
Let's make it official. Bruce Aiken did the handoff. Hold it high. Josh STRACNER, your 2021 Bassmaster Elite Series Rookie of the Year. Josh, I mean, you came into this event and probably realistically did not think you had a shot at that title. I mean, there was 3 guys ahead of both you guys, and you fished real well all season long. It was an up-and-down Rookie of the Year race from day number 1. What does it feel like when you look at that class of rookies? I mean, one of the rookies won an event. I mean, what a class of rookies, and you're a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, man, I really didn't think I had a chance. You know, I held my own pretty good the first part of the season, but towards the halfway point of the season, I kind of got behind. And going into, I think last week, I was like in 5th place. You know, I kind of counted myself out, and all I was worried about was making the Classics. And today I did both. You know, I made the Classic, got the Rookie. So, man, it's been a good year, and it's really hard to believe. So,
congratulations. When you look at the list of people who have won Rookie of the Year in the past, man, it is an amazing group, and I can't wait to see how your future lays out for you.
Man, I hope I get to do this for a long time. It's fun. Hopefully I can make it, and we'll do it again next year. I got to thank, especially my family, man, my mom and my dad. They call me after every day of practice, every day of the tournament, you know, and talk to me. And all my sponsors, man, Triton, Evergreen International. I caught some this week on a CR6 crankbait. The rest of them mostly come on a drop shot. I was drop shotting with a owner, Mosquito Light drop shot hook, and either a Reaction Innovations shiver shot or a Wacky Rigging and a Little Cinco. So it was I had to mix it up a lot. So today it was a little slow. I thought I left the window open for Justin. I know he catches them pretty good about everywhere he goes, and I struggled real bad today. And finally, about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I caught a couple fish that really helped. And but still, I thought I was going to be short, so I was kind of lucky.
Not short. You are our Rookie of the Year for the rest of your life. A Rookie of the Year. You get only one shot to win that title. One more time. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your Rookie of the Year. We'll let you go backstage, do a little media, take some pictures, and ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. We have given our Angler of the Year award. We have given our Rookie of the Year. We've given out our Century belts, and now we have one more title. We started with 95 anglers. 45 went out today, but only from an Elite Series title. He is a 4-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Cory JOHNSTON. We started with 95, 45 went out today, and only 10 remain. This time tomorrow, there will be one. that one will be the 9th Elite Series champion of the 2021 season right here at the Farmers Insurance Bassmaster Elite on the St. Lawrence River in Waddington, New York. One more time, Waddington. Let's hear it for your top 10. Battling it out here at the Farmers Insurance Bassmaster Elite. We leave tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. We'll see you guys down there when we decide who finally takes this title. And until then, I believe the bar tab's on Seth FEIDER.